Hi guys, in today's episode we're going to be talking about something that everybody has been asking for since the Jimny's launched. It's the auto locking feature. Now, any Jimny that has auto locking functionality or central locking functionality, that will be the GLX models, manual and auto, and the GL model also has the central locking functionality. So this unit should work for the GL units as well, because they've got central locking and they've been proven to work on the GLX manual and auto. This is supplied by Autotechshop. Again, they sent me a unit. If you guys can remember, they also sent me the reverse camera for the Jimny. They have a new version of that. Maybe we'll have a look at that new version of them as well. And this is a brand new, simple to install little cable that you need to install underneath the steering of your Jimny, but we'll have a closer look at that a bit later. I just want to thank Autotechshop again for utilizing our channel so that we can test these functionalities out for other Jimny drivers. And but enough of me talking, let's get to the installation and tell you more about those features. So okay guys, as I mentioned, the Autotechshop guys sent me a little package with a cable inside. It's got a male and a female side, and then there's a small little box. That small little box has dip switches inside, and that's for you to turn on and turn off functionalities. So the functionalities that this specific cable has is basically as soon as your car goes above 10 kilometers per hour, your doors, your central locking will lock automatically. And on the auto, it's got really nice features. So then you've got an alarm for reversing. You also have the optionality of when you put your auto in park, the doors unlock. So while you're in traffic and it's still in drive or neutral, the doors will stay locked. But when you're at home and you put it into park or your final destination, you can put it into park and it will unlock the doors as well. So what it does for the manual version is basically that auto lock unlock functionality still exists. So it will auto lock when you drive above 10 kilometers per hour. The auto lock functionality will kick in, it will lock your doors. But if you stop, it will unlock the doors. So there's a small little box with dip switches inside, and basically the first dip switch is for the auto lock functionality, so you would want that on the on position. I put my number 2 dip switch, I put into off position, because I do not, or on position as well, sorry, that was an on position as well, because I do not want my car to unlock when it stops. So basically when the speedometer goes down to 0, everything unlocks. So when you're sitting in traffic, that's a bad situation to have, but you have that dip switch that you can turn on and off for that functionality. Then on the auto, it's got the reverse functionality as well, that it gives you an alarm while you're reversing. So as soon as you put the car into reverse, there will be an audible alarm that tells everybody that you are reversing, another safety feature, but you can switch that off with a dip switch as well. And then the third functionality that we've got, or the fourth functionality, is basically the hazards go on when a door is opened. So that's quite a nice functionality, especially while you're 4x4ing or you're at the side of the road. Your car is still switched on. As soon as you open any of the doors or the back door, the hazard lights go on. So let's quickly have a closer look at that. Okay guys, so now my car is switched on. You can see the little lights on the dash there. And as soon as I open up my door, the hazards go on. And it will do that for the rear door and the passenger's doors as well. So any door that's open, it gives you that functionality. So okay guys, in short, just to repeat everything, this works on the manual and auto GLX models. it will work on the manual and auto gel models as well, because they've got central locking included. You do have dip switches to switch functionalities on and off. So if you have an auto and you put it in reverse and you don't like the sound it makes, you can switch that off. You'll have full functionality of the full 4 features in the autos. So you'll have auto locking, auto unlocking when you put it in park. Then you've got the hazard light warning for open doors, and you've got the reverse. On the manual, you will have auto locking functionality. I suggest the auto unlocking you disable on the dip switches. And then third, you do have the warning for the doors that are open with the hazard lights that come on. You do not have the reverse alarm, so it doesn't matter what you do with that dip switch. So number 1 on your dip switches is auto locking functionality. Number 2 is your auto unlocking functionality. Do you want that on or off? Same with your hazard warning lights. That's dip switch number 3. If you turn it on or off, you will have that functionality working or not working. You do not have a reverse functionality on the manual. It will not give you alarm even if you switch that on and off. I tested it myself. Okay, so now you know how it works. Let's quickly talk about the install. Okay guys, so to do the installation, you will need to take down this bottom panel below your steering wheel. It's an easy install. It's one Phillips screwdriver hole that you have on that side. You take out that screw. I suggest you unlock the steering wheel height adjustment so that it's totally off, like that. And then as soon as that screw is unturned, you can tug lightly at the back of this panel, and the clips on the side should get loose, and you will have access to that full panel. Once you have access to that full panel, you will see there's a little yellow plug. Right next to that yellow plug is a bigger black one. You remove that, you plug that into the female side of the plug, and plug the male side of your plug back into the car. Then you have your small little dip switch box that has 3M tape on the side, which is really nice, so you can stick it. I stuck mine around there where it's not interfering with any other cables or anything else, and I've got easy access if I want to change dip switches. It's one screw out, tug on this, and the whole panel comes down. There's small little clips in the middle of those plugs. You just need to put a bit of pressure right in the middle on those clips, then the plugs come out nice and easily. Don't tug on them if that is not unlocked. You're going to start ripping wires out and all that stuff, so just be careful. Press that till it's loose, that center button, press that till it's loose, and you can wiggle out the plugs without major issues. After that, play around with the dip switches before you put back your covers or anything, that you may ensure that you've got the right functionality that you want enabled and disabled on this solution. I used a normal toothpick to switch the dip switches on and off. It's really small dip switches, and you know, work carefully on them. That's why I use the toothpick to put them in the on and off positions. So I enabled my unit to auto lock above 10 kilometers per hour, and then I also enabled my hazard warning for any doors that are open while the key is locked on. Okay guys, now that everything's installed and set up for us, I'm going to take you for a drive in the car so that you can actually see how the auto locking functionality works. So okay guys, I'm driving now. I'm still below 10 kilometers per hour. Just went over a speed bump, so I'm going to speed up now. And as you can hear there, all the doors locked. If you couldn't hear, we'll do that again and show you a little video of the doors actually unlocking or locking, sorry. So guys, the auto lock functionality has worked now. I just want to show you, if I actually stop now and my speedo is 100% on 0, the doors don't unlock. It's all on that little dip switch and that position of that dip switch. Make sure number 2 dip switch is also on. You'll see at the top there's a on. It needs to be slided to that way, then the doors don't unlock when you stop in the manual. Okay guys, so now you saw how this little cable actually functions. One thing I did realize is everything works really well, but if while you're driving you unlock your central locking, that system doesn't lock it again. You need to switch off the car and switch on the car to be able to for that auto lock functionality to work. So while you're driving and the car wasn't switched off or anything, and you unlock the doors and you think it's going to lock up again, it's not going to do that for you. That's only on the manual, but we can make sure about that for the autos as well. If you guys have got further questions, please comment on it. We'll try and answer it as quickly as possible. So let's talk about price. This unit normally sells for 1,850, but the guys from Autotechshop was really nice, and they're running a promotion for this specific unit now, where you can get it for 1,400 Rand with delivery included. For international viewers, unfortunately, that is not applicable. That's only for South Africa, but you can still make contact with the guys from Autotechshop and see if they can send you one of these units if you require this nice functionality. And as again guys, as always, just Jimny on.